The following may contain offensive language, adult humor, and/or content that some viewers may find offensive. The views and opinions expressed by any one speaker does not explicitly or necessarily reflect or represent those of Mark Radulich or W2M Network. Please listen with caution, or don't listen at all.
In a world fueled by distortion, diabolical growls, and questionable digestive decisions, three brave idiots stand to wade through the steaming pile of metal releases each week. From power rumbling breakdowns to riffs that'll make your intestines cry for mercy. We flush the weak and salute the strong. This is Metal Hammer of Doom. After all.
Yes, indeedy, the Metal Hammer of Doom is back after nearly going away forever. What a night that was. I'm your host, the mandated reporter, and frankly, I'm mortified, Mr. Mark Radulich, and joining me tonight, as always, is my brother from another mother, Jesse Starcher. How do you do, sir?
Going great this Sunday evening. Glad I got to get on here and hang out with you guys.
Kids on the internet, this is the man they call Stiznarky, of which I did an entire EP in the songs in the key of Stiznarky. Celebrate, Jesse. And how many songs do you have on Suno right now? Or SoundCloud?
Like released? Oh, on SoundCloud.
Published that people can listen to so that they can celebrate you.
Legitimately, probably about 15, I think. It's been a while since I put something on SoundCloud. So,
okay.
all that stuff is like V3.
How do you
have?
Oh my God. It's like fucking 10 cans.
It's old, dude. It's really old.
How many do you have published publicly?
I would probably say on the order of about, on Suno itself, probably about 30, 40 songs.
30?
I'd say 30.
Everybody should celebrate all the songs in the key of Stiznarky, not the ones that I put out under Fra Diablo. And joining us tonight, one of the three beards, the surviving beard.
What? The other two died? How many beards died?
The last of the red hot beards.
And I don't know, not in my heart.
Robert Cooper, how do you do, sir?
I forgot about that podcast. God, that was really fun. That was really fun until it wasn't.
Did you also forget about the Hentai Sentai Fun Time podcast?
No, I think about that all the time. It's just a shame that friend had to go cheat on his girlfriend, and now none of us are friends with him. So sad.
Fun stories, Coop.
Yeah, but no, the fucking three beards. I forgot because that was eventually there was like 10 people on the other side of the camera when we did that. So it got to the point to where there was like one episode my audio wasn't usable, so they cut me out. They were like, everything works fine. I was like,
that is one of the early Radulich and broadcast legends.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, you've told that story like a zillion times.
I forgot. I haven't told it in a long time, so tells me how long I've been here.
Indeed. So, guys, I have to tell you, there's a couple of things happening right now. One, this is the very first Metal Hammer of Doom jukebox that we've done live streaming. We usually pre-record these, but for the past couple of months, as you know, or people listening to this, at least one person left a comment like, please stop recording these in a basement. I don't know if it's an internet issue, if it's like Jesse's or yours or my internet issue, but every time we've pre-recorded these, the sound kept dropping out. It was like really like super choppy. So yeah, like Paradise Lost, Baby Metal, one before that. So I was like, we can't pre-record these. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard that we can't pre-record these anymore without it sounding garbage. And I don't want to take the chance that it's going to sound terrible. So, which is what led to like why the last show got canceled, because it was like, well, we'll just play this stuff live. Well, you can't because stupid fucking YouTube kicks you off if you play anything live for more than 10 seconds. Like our clips are good, but if you like live broadcast, a song or a video or something more than 10 seconds, it boots you. As we learned early on in doing this, boy, what a trial by error it's been the last 4 years. So, you guys convinced me to keep doing this, so we'll just kind of do it, like I said in the pre-show, the pre-show meeting. We'll just do it the way I do all my other podcasts. So we're just gonna sit here and jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber.
Yap as
Jibber
the kids
jabber.
say. So we're live for the first time ever. We'll be live from now on. You know, we'll talk about music. You don't actually get to hear any music anymore. It makes me kind of sad. Jonas said it was sad too. Didn't you, boy? Jonas is sad.
Yeah.
And
What's
then-
playing back here?
Just hallucinate. Put it in your head. Come on now. It's like reading a book.
It wouldn't be the first time we were talking about an album and then acapellas just started singing the album and then started singing a different album because ADHD. The other thing that's happening, Jesse, can I talk to you, Jesse?
Oh yeah, you can,
Jesse.
Mark.
Mark. Guess what's happening right now?
This instant?
This very instant.
Tell me.
Do you remember?
Well,
Oh, I remember.
I was trying to jury rig these podcasts to go on TikTok Live.
yes.
And it was like, you go on TikTok Live and I'll go on TikTok Live and people will hear us and we can get around the we can't get on TikTok Live thing. And you were like, I'm not comfortable with this. Please stop touching me there. So I was like, oh, okay.
Probably.
And then and then because I used to think about these things logically, I was like, well, I can't just do a TikTok Live. It's only me talking and they can't hear you guys. That would be insanity. Well, as it turns out, I'm going to use this. This is my new favorite phrase. I love this fucking phrase. So I was doing some research on this and I did a whole TikTok on it. It's up now. It's called the age of anti-performance. Have you heard the term living fireplace?
No, I have not. Okay.
Check it, yo. So the TikTok Live experience can be animated, doesn't have to be. We live in a parasocial world now where people go on the live to see other people, and it can be nothing. It could be it could be Seinfeld. It could be a show about nothing. You don't have to talk. You don't have to interact. Occasionally look at the screen. Hello. And that's it. That's you can maybe interact with people, maybe not. Feed the trolls, don't feed the trolls, starve the trolls, drown them in a pool, whatever. There's no level to the passivity that a TikTok Live can be as a host.
Interesting.
Right?
Okay.
And it's been told to me more than once that just go live and live your life. You don't have to actually interact with anyone.
Yeah.
Especially because as a guy, and not a traditionally handsome man, I'm gonna get more trolled than like flirty behavior, right? Because I'm like not a big boob girl, or whatever. So, or a handsome young man. So I get all like the garbage stuff. And it's like, well, you can feed that or you can just ignore it. Or you could literally pretend it's not even there. Just put the live on and pretend like it's not even there. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yep.
What the hell kind of world am I living in?
That's crazy.
So guess what's going on right now, Jesse? Guess what's going on right now?
What? Tell me.
These nuts.
We are TikTok Live.
We are. This thing can do it.
I am. They are watching me talk to you guys, and they can't hear you.
Oh, got it. So yeah, you.
That is so weird.
This living fireplace. That's my new nickname. I am Mark the Living Fireplace. I used to be known as Political Shrink, but that was for a day and age where people read, and actually had thoughts that they could rub together and make new thoughts. No. We are living in the 6-7 bingo living fireplace age, Jesse.
I love it.
This is now the Living Fireplace Network.
Skibbity Toilet, Ohio.
Yes. This is the Skibbity Toilet Network.
I don't know how low we've become, or how high have we
If
ascended.
you can't beat them, Jesse, join them. That's what I say. I tried to make ascendant, intelligent content, and the rabble said, "No, throw us garbage. We love it. We're raccoons."
Yeah, that's right.
So
I mean,
I have like I had like upwards of 40. I'm down to like 6 or 7, 6-7 dick. 6 or 7 people.
It's like
and so they're all like listening to me say all of this. This is fantastic.
These people have no idea about Pee-wee's Playhouse and how every time the secret word got yelled, they went crazy.
That's
And
right.
here we are, 6'7" gets yelled, and
We're
people
living in the
go
Pee-wee's-
absolutely ape shit.
We're living in the Pee Wee's Playhouse era.
Coop, what was you gonna say?
I mean, I was just gonna say, I mean, every generation of children have dumb shit. I mean,
I mean,
and
that's
It seems to
fair.
be rapid succession now,
Well,
though.
I'm not
Well,
commenting
it's-
on so much the dumb shit. It's the dumb shit combined with social media, combined with now the social media live experience, because that's kind of bred, a man bear pig that has run wild.
I cannot speak to the social media live experience because I don't know how to talk to people online anyways, much less like hop in a chat room and just be
That's
best
the
friends
fucking
with the
trick,
guy.
man. But that's the trick. You don't actually have to talk to anybody.
That's weird. So is it essentially almost like when you're spending time with your partner and you're just doing shit in the same room,
Yes.
except you take out the physical form and you're
Yes.
just all hanging out in the same fucking chat room hanging
It's
out.
literally that. It's like if you were like playing video games and your girlfriend was reading a book and you're just hanging out in the same space. Now the world is your girlfriend.
That probably I kind of wished I would have had that about the past 10 years of dating, but
Well, now you know. Knowing is half the
and
battle.
knowing it's G.I. Joe.
Yo, Joe.
So
But
anyway,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, it does make sense that there's kids have stupid bullshit. I also do feel like the fact that now because everything's on social media, everything is 15 seconds of fulfillment at all times, must be felt at all times.
15 seconds. ChatGPT said I had to do 9 to 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is less than 30 seconds. To be honest, You Suffer by Napalm Death would probably go great with the kids right now.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know if the kids today could really tolerate the length of You Suffer by Napalm Death. I feel like it would be like, and then they would be like, I'm not into it.
Gotcha. And so there's a sweet spot. You can't be you got to hook them, because if it's too short, they're not hooked. They're just going to go on to the next dopamine rush.
That's
The thing
right.
of it is, I don't know if there really is a hook. You know what I mean? So if the average attention span for anything on a social media platform, a scrolling social media platform, is 9 to 12 seconds, what is there to hook?
I mean, You Suffer is about 2 seconds, so longer than that.
Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. It's not that You Suffer is too long; it's that it's too intellectual.
That's true, but why? But why do you suffer?
I don't know if asking somebody why they're suffering involves a level of emotional intelligence that is absent of.
Yeah.
A
Here I
lot
gotta
of-
care. I gotta care about the answer you're gonna give me.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, fucking it's 21, I think now. 7 Rams over Bucks, Jesse.
No. Oh, that's good.
Are we keeping score for a reason?
I mean, well,
He's
I
got
got
money on it, I'm sure.
I won earlier. I had money on the Vikings Packers game.
Nice.
And
Oh yeah, how's the sports gambling there going, Marky? You got the second mortgage?
I'm actually starting to do really, really well, because my going assumption is that people will underperform, not overperform, and that does better than overperforming.
Oh,
So
that's
my
the
strategy.
spirit.
My strategy is look for low usage trash players and then watch them not do their job, and that works really well.
Just watch out if there's sudden spikes.
Well, that fucked me at a game earlier in the week where suddenly I was the Texans fucking Bills game.
yeah, I didn't see that.
the Bills.
Second time this year, I was for sure thought the Bills were going to win, and second time this year, I could not have been more wrong.
Yep.
That is
So the low
that's
usage,
funny.
the low usage guys all got play, and 2 of them wildly overperformed. Speaking of overperforming, Jesse, what's going on in your world?
Oh my goodness.
Now that you know that I'm on TikTok Live. The
well, yeah,
out.
now they get to sit down and listen to you not saying anything, and me.
Yeah, now they just get to see me either interrupt you or have facial reactions, which apparently is really big on this platform.
I've had one of those crisis of aging this past week.
Oh my.
Where, well, so last month I bitten some Cracker Jack and chipped a tooth, right? All right. I don't know if you guys have ever done, if you've ever chipped a tooth or not.
Were you
I'll
drinking
get there.
moonshine at the time?
I was eating Cracker Jack, okay? My mom brings over a bunch of Cracker
Was this
Jack
in the
boxes.
Southwest Territory as you were exploring with Lewis and Clark?
Here's the prize. This is the
I was
Cracker
gonna
Jack
say-
prize that I got.
Is that what you put your missing tooth in?
How the fuck you do a fucking old man injury like that? But I mean old like last century.
Yeah, well, okay. So I'm eating the Cracker Jack, and I felt like I thought it got stuck to my front tooth, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, this stuff will not come off my tooth. Well, no, my tooth was gone. That's why it felt weird.
Oh
shit!
shit!
No, it's just a piece. It's just a small chip. So not that big of a deal. I've chipped my tooth in the past and immediately went to the dentist. This one didn't seem like that big of a deal. It's still kind of sharp, but whatever. So I'm sitting at the couch earlier this week, and my wife buys these Lifesaver mints. I'm sure you guys have ate, these white Lifesaver mints. They're pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm a chomping away. You shouldn't really chomp away on these things. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, man, one of these things is stuck to my tooth. It's over here now, and I'm like, what just happened? I have this huge hole in one of my molars over here, and I'm freaking out. And I mean, legitimately, I get up and I'm like, I'm falling apart. My wife is looking at me like, it's okay. You're going to be okay. I'm like, no, I'm getting old. My teeth are falling apart. This is bad, Mindy. This is bad. And
you sound like me. I swear to God.
I'm sitting there, so my tongue's rubbing up against it. I mean, it's just like gaping hole in the side of my tooth. And what I realized is that it's a fucking filling. There was a filling on the side of my tooth that came out, and that's what had happened. Is the filling came out. Thank goodness it wasn't my tooth falling apart. So I got into the dentist, and all he did was just pack it back in. It'd been one I got back in 2020, I think. It was like 5 years old. So anyway, yeah, I had this crisis of like running around thinking like, my teeth are going to start falling apart now. I'm only 47. What did I do to myself to deserve this? It was just bad. It was bad all around, but I'm okay. My tooth feels fine. It feels all smooth. I like it. So there you go. That's my,
man? You go, Jesse, Jesse.
Knock.
Jesse, we are both fathers.
Yep.
We have families. This is Thanksgiving. It's tradition time. Got your can of cranberry sauce?
Oh, man. Well, Thanksgiving this year, we had a little bit of drama, and Thanksgiving essentially got canceled for a lot of we normally do. So it's just going to be our family this year. We usually have Mindy's side over, but we've had some things happen there, and nothing huge, but it was going to be one of those situations where you're going to have the family over. It's going to be very awkward. So we're just
I understand how you feel. I will wait, and then I will tell you my story.
Well, it's pretty much as simple as that. We just decided. I told Mindy, I said, you just blame it on me because we, just say that I'm not interested in having them over this year, and so yeah, we're not. It's just going to be me and the kids and Mindy, and that's perfectly fine. We've done that in the past, and I think it's for the best, to be honest. So, but yeah, tell me your story.
All right, so. Since the separation, I gave Melissa more or less all the holidays except for, because like it was really actually funny when when we were at the mediator and we were going through the list of holidays or whatever, like, Mr. Rattled, you've given up a lot of holidays here. Are you sure you want that? I'm like, yeah, she can fucking have them. She has the bigger family. It's just me and my parents here. So I can celebrate holidays whenever with my kids. Let her have most of the holidays. She's like, you sure you don't want some of these back? And Melissa goes, are you sure you don't want some of these back? She's like, like shoving holidays at me. So I ended up with Halloween. But
okay.
Which is cool because I took the kids to Halloween Horror Nights this year. Jonah's got
the
first time. But so I was at the jail for working at the jail for the last 10 years. So for the most part, I either went to Melissa's parents when we were together, and the last couple of years I've worked on Thanksgiving because it was overtime, holiday pay, and all that. That's a big money day. So almost every single year for Thanksgiving, I've never been home. Last year I worked, and then at the time, Jen was here, and we ended up doing Thanksgiving together. So this year, with Erica now, kids are going to be with Melissa. I'm not working because my job, I don't have to work on holidays. There is no overtime to work. It's a paid holiday. You just take the day off.
Right.
So I'm like kind of freaking out. Like, what am I supposed to do? Actually celebrate Thanksgiving? Like, I don't do that. So
all I know is there's cranberry sauce involved. I've learned that on the podcast.
The Thanksgiving tube, all hail. Oh, goodness.
That's right. You just fucking deal with, huh?
Are you birthing the Thanksgiving tube, Mark?
I am dealing with a different situation. Thank you. Anyway.
I hope your crabs get better.
Thanks. What are you, a fucking TikToker? Shut up. Long story short. So I have to do a sidebar now. So Erica attempted to buy $1 million house. She did not get the $1 million house. So she, tapered down a little bit. She's like, let me go get this house that's actually in my price range. And I don't need to go into all the details. There's a song about it. It's called Boxes in the Garage by the Passive Aggressive Pansexual Peanut Butters, my second AI band. But needless to say, when she thought for sure, had a closing date and everything, had movers box up her house, just knew, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that she was going to get this house. We told my parents she'll do Thanksgiving at the new house. Which would have been appropriate because it's a really big house. She did not get this house.
Oh,
So
boy.
we'll just move it to her current residence. She actually has a really big house. It would have been fine there. Except that she, prior to this particular adventure, decided she was also going to have her house renovated. Specifically, 2 bathrooms and a kitchen. So she currently has no kitchen. And she won't until January or some shit. So she can't do Thanksgiving at her house. And she was like, and so she volunteered my small-ass cottage, my house that I only rent so I can house my children, so I can keep them in the divorce. That's this house not meant for holidays, meant for housing children of divorce. That's what this house was designed for.
It's the stopgap between homelessness and death.
It's like an apartment, but it's a house. It's not meant for this. And she's like, no, it'll be fine. And I'm like, it really won't, though. What are we going to do? Sit on each other's fucking laps? What is this, a strip club? What are we doing here? So she's like, no, it'll be fine. So I'm having my parents, I think her dad and his concubine, her daughter, I think there's like 7 of us. 6, 7. There's 6 or 7. I did the thing. Here in my house. And like I've told the story now a couple of times. She's heard me tell this story, and one or twice she's come to me. She's like, "We really don't have to do it here if you don't want to." And I'm like, "No, now I'm committed. I must see this through." And she's like, "It's gonna be fine. You're making a big deal out of nothing." And I'm like, "Ugh, all of these people, they're all around me. I don't want to talk to anyone. Gosh, I miss the days when I worked in a dirty jail."
You have no basement, right?
I have no
you
basement.
can't have
that's where the alligators are, man. It's fucking Florida.
That's right.
I was gonna say, are there basements in Florida?
I don't think there is.
That's where
I didn't.
Didn't you see Crawl? That's where the alligators are.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. Actually had that happen once when I moved from where I'm from, about an hour down the road, towards the city. I found out, there aren't basements in this area because it used to be if it would rain a lot, we'd sell out of sump pumps at the store I worked at.
Right.
Because everybody's basements would be flooding. And here, like, it had been raining for like a week. I looked at the store manager. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the people buying all the sump pumps? He's like, we don't have basements here. I was like, ooh, I'm so sorry. Look at me being an uneducated twat. Anywho, sorry, back to your about the housing for life.
So I'm being forced to have Thanksgiving, but the consolation prize is if we're gonna do. Hang on, I have to do a TikTok thing. Thanks for the rose, whoever just sent it. You see, you got to do that.
You getting roses?
You getting roses?
there's currency in TikTok. So
Oh.
roses, galaxies, whales, dolphins. Erica like spent an ungodly amount of money and got a whole bunch of different kinds of things. So like I'll be on a live, she'll be unbacking me on my live and sending me gifts. It's great. It's like being a stripper and having someone like throw dollars at you. You know,
Nice.
but it's virtual currency. This is the world I live in.
Anyway, I love it.
So you're supposed to thank people when they send you virtual currency.
How much is one rose worth?
It's the cheapest currency there is, I think. I think it's like the lowest thing they can give you. But
it's worth one beanbag.
Something like that. Wouldn't it be funny though if strippers actually did that? Like as you were like throwing dollars at them, they're just like, "Thank you for the dollar. Thank you for the dollar. Thank you for the dollar."
Oh my god!
Like a punch a stripper right in the chin.
Creepy guy in the blue. Thank you very much. Your support means a lot.
I would love that. I hope that becomes a thing. That like real life strip clubs adopt TikTok live speak.
Oh yes,
culture. That would be amazing. I would not be contemptuous of the experience.
Wait a minute! I just came up with a horrible dystopia. So we're just going to start. So we're just going to have AI generated strippers on a screen. It's going to be the equivalent of a stripper pole. Is going to have like a fucking like a New York City-esque just bar of fucking video screens. Mm-hmm. And you're just going to throw the money there. Meanwhile, you're going to have a real person in the corner thanking you, being like, "Hey, guy in the red, thank you very much. This is going to go to our kids."
You know, they keep saying there's an alien invasion happening, the Atlas something or other. There's a whole bunch of shit out in space. It's on its way here.
Yeah.
I wish they'd hurry up. So anyway, the consolation prize is I'm getting a turducken. So
whoa, those exist?
Okay.
Yes, Robert Cooper, they do in fact exist. So
I've never had a fucking turducken.
Yeah, it's a real thing. So we're making a turducken, but in case no one likes the turducken, we also have an extra like boneless turkey breast. Robert, so we can finish our now 30-minute introduction. How is your life going?
I mean, to be honest, we've scrapped we've scrapped the format, so it's all laissez-faire.
Sure. This is kind of like Whiskey Rebellion at this point. We're just getting on here and doing bullshit.
I mean, kinda. Yeah, we'll just bring the Whiskey Rebellion back again for like a 7th time. With extra whiskey.
The fucking podcast that'll never die.
Exactly. It just keeps getting brought out in new and different forms. Yeah. It's like Captain fucking Kangaroo in this bitch.
You went to a concert. Tell me about your concert.
I went to 2 concerts actually. What's even crazier is I have 3 concerts in 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. With the 4th week being a wrestling convention next week. Mm-hmm. So so last Tuesday, last Saturday I went up to Greensboro, good old 2-hour jaunt, see Rivers of Nile, who I'll be talking about their new album once we get done with all of our stuff. And They Obliviscaris, which They Obliviscaris fucking rocked. Nice. I'm sure I've mentioned them before. They have 12-minute long songs and a violinist.
Nice.
And they played 2 full albums. Mm-hmm. It was they played for like well over 2 hours. It was really fucking good. The mosh pit was getting them. Yeah.
The main band played for over 2 hours. Their whole set was over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the opener Psychroptic. So the ticket said that the doors open at 7:30. Mm-hmm. I get there at actually 6:30. I get there at like 6:20, and they're already playing. So they started playing way before the doors opened on the ticket, at least.
Did it take you 12 hours to buy a T-shirt this time?
No, not even. I got at both concerts. I got T-shirts within 5 minutes.
Well done.
Which is wonderful in comparison to, again, that other venue that can kiss my ass, which I actually did go to that venue with a lady friend of mine. That sucked because it was like a rock. It was like a rock poppy sort of thing. So I kept being very self-conscious about standing in front of people, and one woman started going off on me for standing in front of her.
Was it a large black woman?
No, it was a small white woman who was there on a Tuesday.
I can't tell which is
Yeah.
kryptonite. Small, diminutive white women or large black women.
I can handle large black women.
You do
The
have
small
experience-
white women that are. What was that?
You do have experience with that sort of thing.
Boy, howdy do I. But yeah, she was going off on me, and Jules, the girl I'm saying, was just like, let's go another way, because
Hey,
I was
ginger ale.
I was in front of her to try and just get her to a good spot, and this woman was taking me to town.
Mhm.
And I told her, I'm like, I don't deal with this shit at the concerts I go to. No, and it definitely wasn't. The band was Saint Motel. That was a fun concert. It was a very fun concert. They put on a fantastic show.
The band's name
Fuck that.
The band's name was Saint Motel.
Saint Motel.
Was
They
it
were
everybody in the band a girl stripper?
no, sadly, it was actually very kind of your.
Thanks.
They looked like sort of like 25 to 35-year-old hipsters.
Mhm.
It was fun though. It was a good time. But yeah, Nail Blow the Scars. They played their second album in full, their newest album in full, and then they played an encore, which was a 12-minute long song.
Mhm.
That was fantastic. It was awesome because, and it was actually kind of neat because after seeing them live, you get to see that in playing that there are certain times they get to take breaks throughout the song.
Right.
Because you're not going the whole time, but it was amazing. The mosh pit kept creeping towards me.
The mosh pit was chasing you.
It was during Rivers of Nile. I noticed. I was like, "Oh, I'm right here at the wall."
Mhm.
And at one point,
I have nowhere to go.
Here's the stupid thing: is I'm on the right side, right beside the merch tables. There's a whole other half of the crowd for them to go to. I think those people are just meaner. They wouldn't go. They didn't go towards them. They kept coming towards me, which turned Rivers of Nile, who was the
Like the
co-main.
mosh pit functioning is like a hive brain, and it's just like danger, and it goes the other way. Like
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So they're going that way, and one guy got thrown into me. I hit another guy in his shoulder. He hurt his shoulders. I was like, I'm just going to go to the back
Hang
here.
on
This
one
ain't
second.
worth it.
Hang on, I got to do a stupid internet thing. Hey, thanks for all the roses there, Logan. That was guy sent me like 64 fucking roses just now.
Dang,
Yeah, really crazy, right? Yeah.
What the?
This is
that's
gonna-
an
this is gonna be
interesting number. Why
this is
couldn't
gonna
he
be a
do
fun
6'7"?
I don't know.
It should have been 6'7".
A guy on my podcast wants to know why it was 64 and not 6'7". I somehow have
Hearts.
glasses on me. Hearts. Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
you know,
He's
it's
asking-
even-
he's asking for a refund.
Sorry, person I should be paying attention to instead of the nonsense on my screen.
It's okay. Apparently, the younger generation also does the heart different. So, like,
Okay.
they do it. They do it like that, and then you have the other half. And like, I don't know. I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
We need to. Well, we'll have to next time we get a younger person on here, they can explain that to us. Anywho,
Maybe someday Mick will be able to come to a podcast again.
it's okay. She was sick. Anywho.
right.
So yeah, they have Love Scars again. 2 hours straight, fucking killing it. They're from Australia. What was sad though was I had nobody to dance with during some of their other songs because they had stuff that you could fucking ballroom dance to that shit. 2 minutes straight of violin, you could ballroom dance to it. The guys in the pit, they didn't know what the fuck to do. They were just kind of.
How many guys in the pit paired off and started dancing, like ballroom dancing?
Oh,
They didn't pair. Oh, they didn't pair off, but some of them were doing by themselves, kind of doing the motions.
Okay, let
It
me
was
ask you a very important question about this pit that you were in, or that
Yeah.
pit that was chasing you around the venue.
It was.
At any point, did all of you like sad white men fucking sit down and start rowing in your imaginary boats?
this. Well, this is not one of those types of bands.
Oh, good.
Now, during I've seen it during Amon Amarth. I've seen it during Sabaton. But
Same.
yeah, like those are bands that definitely demand boat rowing. No Blood of Scars is
Sabaton
not.
is all about tanks, though. I mean,
Yeah, like
I want to see him. I want to see him form a tank somehow.
If you're rowing a boat at a Sabaton show, you're in the wrong vehicle.
I don't know. I mean, they've got some songs about boats. Yeah, they've got some historical stuff.
I'm sure, like something like that.
You, not I boats, not me boats. U-boats.
U-boats.
U-boats. Oh yeah. But no, there was none of that. I did kind of learn though that if you just start learning the faces of who's in the pit, you'll know how far to be away from them because they're going to be where the pit starts forming. Because of course, they didn't just have a pit formed at the beginning. No, they just all started going nuts, and then it just kind of slowly grew like a big prolapsed anus.
Oh no, not another prolapsed anus.
Not another one.
That's like my favorite Robert Cooper line as of late.
What was that?
That's my favorite Robert Cooper line as of late. Oh no, not another prolapsed anus.
Well, I sure would hope it would be because this is the first podcast we've done in 2 months, so there probably haven't been too many of them as of late.
But every time you say it, it gets a giggle out of me. So, all right. Speaking of getting I want to move on. Speaking of getting a giggle out of me, let's talk about Biohazard, shall we?
The band?
No, the medical waste.
Perfect. Speaking of prolapsed anuses.
Oh boy. All right. Biohazard start with a handful of Brooklyn kids who thought the neighborhood was the whole world, and they found out the whole world looked a lot like Brooklyn. They formed in 1987, grinding it out in tiny clubs, crossing back and forth between New York hardcore crowds and the metal kids. And pretty quickly, you get the core lineup. Evan Seinfeld also was on Oz. Billy... You're just now finding that out. Billy Graziadei.
I didn't watch Oz.
Fair enough. Bobby Hambel and Danny Schuler. From the beginning, they're not just fast and loud. They're fusing hardcore and metal with the rhythm and attitude of hip-hop years before rap metal is a marketing term. Early on, they're courting controversy with lyrics that get them accused of racism and fascism. It's always a fun combination. Later, they admit a lot of that was provocation and theater, trying to get noticed in the same downtown ecosystem as Carnivore. You ever hear of Carnivore, Jesse?
Can't say that I have.
Check them out. Anti-Bo Negative. And the New York hardcore shock merchants. What matters musically is that they're already writing about urban decay, crime, cops, and paranoia in a way that feels like a Charles Bronson revenge flick dropped into a mosh pit. Trouser Press, which is the name of my new band, put it as them picking up where Death Wish leaves off, which is exactly the energy, grimy, street level, and morally complicated. The jump from the underground noise to global footprint really happens with Urban Discipline, which is where I found them, in 1992. They signed to Roadrunner and dropped Punishment, and suddenly they're all over MTV's Headbangers Ball. That record eventually moves over 1 million copies and becomes the canonical Biohazard album. Huge gang vocal hooks, stomp-ready breakdowns, and the unmistakable Brooklyn cadence riding over metallic riffs. At the same time, they're sharing stages with House of Pain, Sick of It All, Fishbone, and Caius. Already erasing the lines between the scenes. Yeah, buddy.
I love Caius.
Yeah. Then you know what came next, Jesse. You know
Judgment Night!
Judgment Night!
I took a wild guess.
Yeah. swinging a hit over the fence, kiddo. Then comes Judgment Night. Onyx pulled them in for a Bionics version of Slam, which leads to the title track of the Judgment Night soundtrack, one of the foundational rap rock crossover documents of the 90s. That record goes top 20 on the Billboard 200 and becomes the template for the whole hip-hop plus heavy experiment labels are about to shove down everyone's throats. Before Limp Bizkit hit mainstream saturation, Biohazard have already proven you can slam Public Enemy energy into a metal framework and make it feel dangerous instead of gimmicky. They level up again with State of the World Address in 1994, the year I graduated high school, on Warner Brothers. When that
I was
used to be
3.
when Warner Brothers used to be a company. It's their best charting record, top 50 in the US, top 10 in Germany, solid placements across Europe, and it sharpens what they do best: street-level social commentary, big sing-along hooks, and that mix of hardcore, urgency, and groove metal heft. You get cameos from Sen Dog of Cypress Hill, samples from Tarantino and Reservoir Dogs, but more importantly, you get a snapshot of mid-90s anxiety, crime, corruption, distrust of authority, and the sense that the system is rotting from the inside out. Boy, you thought it was rotting then. After that, the story is a familiar one. Label changes. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, like, Urban Discipline and State of the World Address, and then I was kind of done with Biohazard for a while. Like, I tried, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. Label changes, lineup volatility, and an uneven run of records. Modeleo, New World Disorder, Uncivilization, Means to an End, Reborn in Defiance. They never quite shake their reputation as the guys who made Urban Discipline and State of the World Address, but quietly build out a deeper catalog. Bobby Hambel exits after State of the World Address. Evan walks away after Reborn in Defiance, and you can't have Biohazard without Evan fucking, without Evan. You have to have Evan. Evan Seinfeld. I forgot his fucking name for all of a sudden.
Jerry's younger brother, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Comedy wasn't for him.
They soldier on, and they eventually go dormant after 2016. What gets them back together is tragedy and legacy. Their longtime manager, Scott Koenig, dies. One of his last messages to Billy is basically, bury the bullshit and put the band back together. That pushes the original four back into a room. They reconnect, they jam, and suddenly it feels like being kids on Flatbush again. They reunite formally in 2022, hit the road in 2023, headline the opening night of the Reborn Milwaukee Metal Fest, and get inducted into the Metal Hall of Fame in 2024 as pioneers of the hardcore metal hip-hop fusion. Out of that comes the album we're going to talk about tonight, Divided We Fall, in 2025, their 10th studio album, the first from the original lineup since the mid-90s. It's framed very consciously as a back to a motherfucking roots record. Short songs, big choruses, socially conscious rage, and lyrics about systems failing, people turning on each other and trying to hold on to some kind of code while the world fractures. Why do they matter in the wider cultural story, children? Well, because Biohazard's... Well, let Grandpa tell you. Sorry, let Unc tell you.
Somebody called me Unc at work the other day. I wanted to slap him.
I'll bet. Because Biohazard sit right at the crossroad where several big 90s currents collide. They're early adopters of the hip-hop rhythm and a flow in a metal context, part of the same historical arc that runs through Anthrax, Public Enemy, Judgment Night, and into new metal and modern rap rock. They help normalize the crossover for kids who grew up on both NWA and Slayer. They also carry the New York hardcore ethos into a bigger, more global space. Tattoos, camo shorts, street gang presentation, but with socially aware lyrics about racism, class, addiction, and police brutality baked in. Culturally, they're part of the bridge between the analog, subcultural late 80s and the MTV industrial 90s. You can draw a straight line from their Brooklyn block reality to the way later bands talk about the city, about systemic failure, about us versus the world. And in 2025, when everything feels more polarized and algorithm sorted than ever, hello, Biohazard.
Thanks for the roses.
Thanks for the roses. Biohazard.
Thank you, Natalia.
Hello, Natalia. Biohazard coming back with a record literally called Divided We Fall is a reminder of what heavy music was always supposed to do. Name the rot, rally the misfits, and give you something you can scream along to until your lungs burn and your head clears for a few minutes. Facts can confirm. All right, so I will take a breath and a pause. Jesse, this is the first time we've done a Biohazard album on the Metal Hammer of Doom. Have you ever listened to them before? Are you familiar with them at all? What do you have to say, son?
So, Urban Discipline, I think, is an album that I owned. Not very long, though.
Was it a Columbia House?
It was indeed, as a
Nice.
matter of fact.
How did we know?
Yeah, buddy.
I'm sure they promoted the hell out of it, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I've got to get my hands on this. And I don't know where I certainly wouldn't have heard them like accidentally before 1992.
Mhm.
They weren't being played on the radio. Judgment Night doesn't get made until a couple years later, right?
Right.
So this had to have been something where I was listening to Megadeth, so I was getting the metal. I was getting the metal version of Columbia House, so that the metal hard rock version of Columbia House magazine. So Urban Discipline was a tape that I got, and I'm sure it was probably sent along with about 5 or 6 others for 2 pennies. And I remember enjoying the album a good bit. I remember paying attention to the drumming for some reason. Like I really liked the as much. There's a lot more on that album, I should say, than drumming. But that really stood out to me for some reason. But I hadn't revisited that album in a long time.
Let me ask you a question. So you've heard Urban Discipline before?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while though. It's
Which
been
means
a
you've
long
heard
time.
Punishment.
Correct.
Had you seen the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie prior to hearing Punishment for the first time?
Who I doubt it.
Okay,
I most likely saw the Punisher movie on TV, not video. Probably on HBO or something. So it would have been a little bit after. Was that a song that was on the soundtrack?
Well, no. So Punishment by Biohazard opens with the Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
Oh, that's right.
Monologue of "Come on, God. For years I've asked you why. Why are the innocent punished and the guilty alive? Where is justice? Where is punishment?"
Right.
That's Dolph Lundgren.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, surprise. Big Punisher fan here. I'm sure I put that together back then at some point, but I haven't paid attention in that long to Biohazard, what they did and what they've been doing. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've been over in the land of Biohazard, aside from, of course, our foray into Judgment Night and Slam and Onyx, hanging out with them, which I think, again, one of the better songs, one of the funner songs on that album, although we ranked them and they weren't the top. We came out with a different one. However, still enjoyable because the whole album kicks ass. But anyway, all right, I'm done. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Biohazard prior to what we're getting today.
Robert Cooper, your familiarity, if any, on Biohazard?
The only familiarity I ever had with Biohazard comes from the movie Joe Dirt.
Okay.
I've actually never seen Joe Dirt, so I don't know. So explain.
It's still not a good movie. They just played it 1,000 times on Comedy Central in my youth. They're probably still playing it now that I think about it. So there's a scene where Joe Dirt attempts to get information on the whereabouts of his parents by strapping a nuclear bomb on his back and threatening to hit it with a ball-peen hammer unless they give him the information.
Mm-hmm.
So then the police come, and there's a standoff. And when they get closer, they're like, "That's not a nuclear bomb." And he's like, "Yeah, it is. It's got a Biohazard sticker." And they're like, "Nah, that's the Biohazard band sticker." And he's like, "What?"
That's right, because I think you've mentioned that before.
And then he hits it with the ball-peen hammer, and then the shit just starts blowing all over him. And he's, "I got the poo on me." David Spade, fantastic actor. Yeah, that is the only thing I knew about Biohazard. So, this was a good first time.
All right, cool. So, I will, as I said before, when I was reading the band bio, I came about Biohazard contemporaneously, 1992. I would say between 91 and 92 is when I really started to get into metal. I, as you guys know, grew up in a black neighborhood, so all I did was listen to rap. And then I moved to the white neighborhood when I was 12. So it took me a year or two to really acclimate to the white neighborhood, white culture.
To understand the white man as he is in his own place.
Being a poor black child on the south side of Chicago and all. So it was weird. I was like, my parents didn't listen to like any kind of rock or metal, so I'm kind of just discovering things ad hoc. Like going to the store and buying Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood, the Black Album, Metallica, the Black Album, Paula Abdul, Forever Your Girl, and Nena Sherry, fucking Buffalo Stance, all on the same day. I was eclectic even then.
Yes, indeed.
So, the more Pantera releases Vulgar Display of Power, and I am like a whole new person, and from that point, it's like, it's like back then, I mean, the kids may not know this now, but back then, like, there was like a community around metal, and if you started to listen to something, then you would talk to other people. Also, they used to have these things. I don't know if people understand the language I'm about to use now, but there used to be a thing called record stores. There was new record stores. There was chain record stores. There were used record stores, and people would go to them. Yes, indeed. They would hang out there even, and you would talk to the clerks, people that would ring you up, and they were knowledgeable about music, and they were inclined to actually talk to you about it, and maybe even make a recommendation or two if you like the same stuff. Like, if you like X, you'll like Y. The other thing that started happening around this time, which led me to Biohazard, when I was about 15 years old, I started going to concerts. So the first concert I ever see is Pantera and Sacred Reich. And then from that point on, I started going to more and more shows. So by the time I'm able to get myself to the city and drive and everything, I'm going to a couple of concerts a week. And this is all happening at the same time Biohazard's blowing up. So I don't know if you guys remember in our many conversations about the band Clutch. I first discovered Clutch because I went to go see Biohazard headline a hardcore showcase of like little or unsigned bands, and the three headliners were, it was like a whole bunch of unsigned hardcore bands, and then it was like the proper show. And the proper show was Marauder, Clutch, and then Biohazard. So that's how I learned of the band. That's how I got a hold of Urban Discipline. I loved Biohazard. I've seen them like a dozen times. I've saw them with Slayer. I've seen them with Pantera. I still quote Phil Anselmo saying, always, always respect Biohazard, Tales from the Hard Side, Hard Side. Last year, I think it was, I went to Welcome to Rockville here in Daytona, Florida. And that's where I saw the reunited Biohazard. It's got me very excited for their return. I think I've seen Biohazard and Machine Head together. I've seen them a bunch. When they released Mataleo, I actually saw them. I think I've told you guys about this venue, the PWAC. This was the People with AIDS Center. It was a community center on Long Island that used to support itself by hosting hardcore shows on Long Island. They got Biohazard. It was weird. It's like Biohazard plays like with Pantera at the Nassau Coliseum, and then next week plays at the fucking PWAC.
That's actually really.
I mean, the AIDS Centers probably has plenty of Biohazard, so it's a good tie-in.
Anyway, I love State of the World Address. Because I love a good running gag. When we would go into the city to go to the Roseland, we would typically walk because we didn't really get how the subway system worked, being us Long Island kids, and it was too expensive to take a cab, so we would walk from 34th Street, where Penn Station is, to West 52nd Street, where the Roseland Ballroom is. And Jesse would always get to about 5 blocks before West 52nd Street. And even if we were like mid-conversation, or if it was cold and we were trying to get there, or, whatever the situation was, we would always respect Biohazard and just start singing 5 blocks to the subway.
Nice.
There were some real common themes with my gang of friends growing up. One of those was always, even if we weren't going to see Biohazard, once we were 5 blocks from the Roseland, where we saw a lot of shows back then. This is again like the early to mid to late 90s. we would always start like a cappella 5 blocks to the subway.
Beautiful.
So I'm big time Biohazard fan. Like I said, seen him a bunch. Monaleo's okay. It was one of those where it's like, I've talked to you about this on this podcast before, where it's like you get really into a band, you get really, you love whatever their album that they put out, and then they do a follow-up, and you're like, this isn't as good. And like Monaleo, not as good as State of the World Address. State of the World Address is fucking perfection. Like, if you haven't had an opportunity to really like digest it, go back and listen to it. Nothing but bangers on State of the World Address. Monaleo, not as good. And then I think after that, like, I just kind of got bored with Biohazard. Music was changing. Now we're into like, the early 2000s and whatnot. And the world's changing, music's changing, my life is changing. I don't have time for this little rickety Brooklyn band anymore. So that's my Biohazard story. Any other thoughts? Any other sort of memories or takeaways from your Biohazard experiences?
Nothing for me.
All right, let's get into Divided We Fall. So, Divided We Fall arrives with all the bags and expectation you'd expect from a band that hasn't made a record in over a decade and hasn't cut a full length with a classic lineup since State of the World Address. On paper, it's a comeback album. In practice, most critics hear it as something tighter. Biohazard deliberately narrowing the focus back to what they invented in the first place. Brooklyn crossover hardcore with a hip-hop spine and zero patience for polite society. The band's intent is spelled out clearly in interviews. Billy Graziadei talks about the meat grinder approach to songwriting. Every riff, whether it comes in half-formed or as a full demo, gets jammed on and beaten into a Biohazard shape. Producer Matt Hyde basically orders them to not reinvent the wheel, stop trying to impress metal royalty, just be Biohazard. You already created a style. Best advice ever. Evan Seinfeld leans into that, calling the record a punch to the stomach, not for the faint of heart, and describing songs like I Will Overcome, Warriors, and Fight to Be Free as walkout music for fighters and soundtracks for anyone to rise above whatever life throws at them. Lyrically and thematically, the album is pitched as a response to the world that feels more fractured and chaotic than the early 90s did. In multiple interviews, Seinfeld talks about man's inhumanity to man and how they realized after touring the world that the problems they wrote about on Urban Discipline were never just local Brooklyn issues. The title, Divided We Fall, isn't subtle. Boy, isn't it? It's a diagnosis of polarization and social breakdown, delivered in the language they've always spoken. Hardcore bark slogans, gang chant hooks, and riffs built for bodies colliding. On the critical side, the reception is broadly positive, often downright glowing, but with a noticeable split between this is a great Biohazard album and this is a great album, full stop. A lot of reviewers latch onto Fuck the System, which is a great song, and Forsaken as the mission statement. An opening 1-2 that feels like it could have followed Urban Discipline, just recorded with 21st century precision. Multiple outlets describe the record as a throwback to those first 3 albums, emphasizing how intact the fight and hunger still sound, even if the band is now writing from the vantage point of a late middle age rather than late adolescence. The musical through line in the reviews is remarkably consistent. People hear a rough, relentless, fast-paced, bloody, intense record that checks every historical Biohazard box, bark back and forth vocals, street gang choruses, thick mid-tempo stomps, and flashes of their old rap-inflected delivery on tracks. Like SITFOA, critics keep calling it classic recipe Biohazard, exactly how Biohazard should sound. Or a masterclass in crossover brutality and belligerence, the kind of setlist ready material that you can already imagine detonating in a small sweat-soaked room. Where opinions diverge is on how much new ground the record actually covers. On the enthusiastic end, some writers go as far as calling it the best Biohazard in over 30 years. That's a low bar. And Reclaim the Crown, statement that doesn't feel like a legacy act coasting, but a band genuinely re-energized by reunion, grief, and the state of the world. Others take a more measured stance. They hear genuine brilliance and flashes that alongside the band's high points, but also stretches that feel like the group going through well-worn motions. Do you want to see the comments?
I was gonna say. Nicole.
All right, good night, buddy. Love you. From that angle, Divided We Fall is a solid, sometimes excellent addition to the catalog. Proof the band still has teeth without quite hitting the once-in-a-generation impact of early records. Even the lukewarm takes, though, concede two things. One, passion is undeniable. Two, in a landscape full of half-baked nostalgia acts, this is a remarkably competent, energized example of how to do a hardcore comeback right. Reviewers note that the album's brevity, around 38 minutes, helps. Should have been 22 minutes, right, Jesse?
Perfect.
Dick. How about 9 to 12 seconds? There's very little fat.
It's enough to hook them. It's just enough to hook them. Give them 4 seconds. You're good. You get them sticking around for the next 5. I actually have the same thing on my dating profiles.
I am such a contemptuous dickhead. There's very little fat, and the track list is built like a live set. Heavy on front-loaded bangers, but deep enough that songs like Eyes on 6 and Warriors stick in your head after the first spin. So if you put all that together, band intent and critical response, the story of Divided We Fall looks like this. Biohazard set out not to reinvent themselves, but to re-inhabit the thing they created, to prove that the Brooklyn musical gang still has something to say about a divided planet. The reviews, by and large, agree that they hit that target. Whether you hear it as a very good late career Biohazard record or a full on career best depends on how sacred you hold urban discipline and state of the world address. But almost nobody is saying this is a weak return. It's loud, it's mean, it's purpose driven, and it sounds like men who have lived long enough to see their worst predictions about the world come true, still yelling into the mic because that's the only honest way they know how to deal with it. So, Jesse, what did you think of Divided We Fall?
Yeah, you hit on a lot of my notes there. Album is less than 40 minutes total. Track lengths are all less than 4 minutes, probably an average about 3 minutes, 30 seconds, right around there, 3:15, 3:30. But let's talk numbers, some more numbers here.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to know the average age of our band members?
Well, they were probably in their 20s when I was a teenager, so I'm going to guess in their 60s.
Yeah, 57 and a half years.
Wow.
So they are definitely still rocking out at their old age. So
with
it
their
can be
cockouts,
done.
baby. Woo!
Oh yeah, this is a good album. I definitely liked it. I thought that what we got here is, I mean, what I know Biohazard for. The gang vocals, the hardcore style, and the rap and the metal every once in a while. Or let's try reverse that: the metal and the rapping every once in a while. You get those, you get that bit of rapping every now and then. But it's also a very, like you mentioned this in your review, it's a very call to arms type of album. Like they're telling you not to sit back and take what is happening right now in your life. My favorite track off of this is, it has to be, oh my goodness, I had it here. Eyes on 6. That one, it starts out a little bit different than the rest of the songs on the album. It's kind of, haunting, a little, scary sounding, almost like a little bit of a horror intro, but it's good. It turns into one of the best tracks, I think, on the album. Honorable mention goes to Warriors, which is the final song that kind of takes things out here. And there's a very anti-suicide message, I think, in that. It talks about, like, not letting your mental condition take you out of this world, pretty much.
Right.
It's very, very positive. But yeah, I mean, there's a song on here about, like, you have friends out there on the streets. They're your friends, the ones that are loyal and stick with them. And it's good to have friends. All in all, yeah. I mean, I listened to this album probably about 4 times today. Just keep it fresh in my head. And it's an easy album to just put on and be done and not realize that, oh crap, the album's over with.
So Eric and I were hanging out in the bedroom, and I'm on TikTok doing cardiovascular activity.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Cardiovascular activities returned.
Knocking two things out, baby. I'm just going to put this album on, okay? It's going to be all right.
Dude, she could give a fuck less, first of all. Anyway, so we were hanging out in bed, and I was like, I had just gotten back from seeing Wicked with the kids, and we're hanging out, and I'm scrolling TikTok, and I'm like, there's something I'm supposed to do tonight. Oh, fuck, I haven't even listened to the new Biohazard album yet. So she's like doing a live, or because she does her own TikTok lives. She's like either doing a live or she's watching other people's lives and throwing endless amounts of virtual currency at them.
Roses,
coins, diamonds, whales. Thank you for liking the live.
Corn dogs.
I wish. Like virtual fried fucking shrimp.
we got fried Oreos. We're throwing them your way.
Oh man.
So anyway, it suddenly occurs to me, like, I haven't listened to the album we're supposed to review tonight. So I'm like, hey, I gotta listen to this album. Like, sorry, I mean, thankfully, she mostly likes a lot of metal, so like this didn't really bother her. But I'm sitting there, we're like hanging out, and I'm listening to it kind of passively because occasionally she's chatting with me, or we're busy doing cardiovascular activity, or something is happening, and I'm not totally engaged with what I'm listening to. And I think at some point she left. She had to go home. She had to go back to her house. And I'm still listening to the album and like playing games on my phone. And about 20 minutes into it, I'm just like, is this still Biohazard? And I go out of my game.
It's gone off the album.
And it's like, I'm listening to Hatebreed. And I'm like, when did this happen?
Wait a minute.
Hey, this doesn't sound like Biohazard anymore. Old man listens to music. Film at 11. So here are the songs I like on this. I like Fuck the System. I like Fight to Be Free. Tear Down the Walls. Those were all good. I have to say, like, I kind of told that anecdote to illustrate though how similar. It's really funny because like Biohazard back when they were contemporary, I wouldn't necessarily call them negative, but they were kind of like, NWA, not the wrestling organization. It was just like, here, window into how awful the world is. We will narrate this for you. We will tell you how awful things are. This is what we will do. We are the minstrels of garbage. And now they're kind of like Hatebreed, where it's just like, hey, things are kind of bad. Maybe we shouldn't try to kill each other. Hey, it's like, I was kind of like thinking to myself when the album was done, and I finally got a chance to think about it and reflect on how good or bad the album is. First of all, I really liked it, but I was thinking like, God damn, Ice-T and Body Count wishes they were this good. Because this is everything that Body Count was trying to do, but doesn't sound completely like idiots.
Ham sandwich, baby.
I just want to play Xbox. Ugh.
I just want my ham sandwich. I just want to get into my email. You just send me it. I fucking love that version.
Sit down, Unk. All right. So, what did you think of the album there, Coop?
As a first-time Biohazard listener, I was surprised how positive everything was.
Right. That's what I'm saying, right? You get the positivity.
Yeah, which I was like, kind of was making me think of Hatebreed, because their stuff definitely has a brighter side. Try to think of the brighter sides of life, because everything's
the happiest, angry, screaming guys on the planet.
Yeah, which it kind of makes I can understand the need to kind of shift, because back in the early '90s, perhaps you don't feel that maybe everybody sees the shift that's going on, and you feel the need to educate everybody on that. Whereas now, everybody can fucking see everything all the time. You're bombarded by it in 15-second clips.
It's not news how bad things are.
Yeah, everybody knows things suck, and the fucking systems. The fucking system's a vacuum to take money from the bottom up to the top. Congrats, that's how it works.
And now a word from Comrade Cooper.
Is that your brother? Ugh. Brother, I've literally spent the past 4 days, and probably not going to sleep tonight because I'm having to make sure my house is opening day ready because my landlord is coming to inspect. Because because they haven't had me on I've been on a month-to-month lease for the past year. He's like, oh, we haven't actually looked at the place in like 5 years, so we should probably do that before we put you on again. I'm
Wow.
like, great. Yeah, it's fan-fucking-tastic. So I'm like, let me just make sure every problem that has been happening, I fix. Which is hilarious if you ever seen me try to fix something. I have some people have 2 left feet when they try to dance. I have 2 left hands when I try to fix something.
Suddenly, Robert Cooper's fucking handy mandy.
Oh yeah, I know my way around a handy. What can I say?
I'll bet you do.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, my kid.
But yeah.
My kid gave Erica a Popeye tonight. I was like, "You trying to take my woman?" Like, no, father, no.
I told you that.
Giving my woman to Popeye.
Did I tell you I actually watched a Hong Kong film with Nick, my friend that will one day be on this podcast?
He said
that Jesse was cutting promos on, by the way. I showed that to Nick and he was fucking dying.
What was
I was
that?
like, look.
I was
like, look. You straight up, you made an AI promo about.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, the AI promo that was like, you can bring your friend Nick because he doesn't exist.
I do remember that. I didn't actually do it. That's why I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, did I do that at some point? Oh no, wait a second. I had an artificial intelligence do it. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was the other you, the one that's in the data centers that they're going to use to replace you when your meat no longer is useful.
They're going
to replace you with digital
wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the fucking weatherman shit. That tickles the hell out of me. But we watched a Hong Kong film where Bruce Lee, well, a guy that's supposed to be Bruce Lee, teams up with Popeye and David Carradine from the show Kung Fu to face James Bond and Dracula. It was.
Oh my gosh.
Was it good? No. Was it entertaining? Yes.
That's awesome.
Like I was like, thank you, 1978 Hong Kong and your lack of copyright. But back on topic, yeah, I actually really dug the album. It actually made me want to go listen to a little more Biohazard. I especially love the little interstitial rapping. I was disappointed at the lack of planes flying over, though. Definitely need more of that in my rap metal.
They fly over, don't they, Justin?
That's right.
Oh boy.
They fly over. They fly over.
They fly over.
I need that in my every rap metal song because when the rapping would pop in, it would kind of jump scare me a little. I'm like, oh God, we do this. Okay, I wasn't expecting it.
He's in my
I'm trying to remember. Evan Seinfeld, was he married to a porn star, or is he married to a porn?
Well, we've got to figure that out. I'm looking right now.
I'm pretty sure it was Tara Patrick.
Yeah, I don't know. Let our producer look it up.
Is she a porn star?
I thought she was a porn star. You wouldn't know. You've been married. You've been married since you were like 10. You won't know anything about porn stars. You're the wrong one to ask. But yeah.
Start naming some from the 80s.
I don't know any from the fucking
Debbie from Debbie Does Dallas. What are we fucking talking about here?
How did I know porn stars from the 80s? You think I rated my stepdad's collection or some shit?
Tara Patrick, yes, you are correct, sir. I was.
That's where I knew him from.
Yeah, I was getting that mixed up. What's the other girl's name? She's an actress, Tara something. Oh my goodness, Tara Reid. I thought it was Tara Reid for a second.
Reid.
Tara Reid, not a porn actress.
Not a porn actress.
No.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, wait a second. All right, continue.
I was like, no.
Sorry.
Now,
you're good.
Tara Reid, you know, mildly retarded, but not a porn actress.
I was going to say Tara Reid, porn level acting.
Right.
But
acting for sure.
Sharknado?
Yeah,
Sharknado.
Was she in Sharknado?
She was in Sharknado.
Fucking Ziering is your big star.
Yeah.
Hey, and Eric Roberts.
Right. Do we have anything else about Biohazard? If not, Jesse wants us to play a game with him.
Oh, I do.
Yes, he does. Speaking of Eric Roberts.
Yes. Speaking of Eric Roberts, Jesse, let's play a game.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen. I flirted with an idea of doing a tier list, actually. But you guys ever do a tier list?
You've done a
I love tier lists.
Okay. You've actually done a tier list on this show.
Did I really?
You have, Jesse. You did it with me.
Oh, what do we do? Which one?
Dude, I don't fucking remember.
Well,
I just know it because it was like a gray background and like it was a bar thing.
You got it.
Multicolored. Yeah. Tier fucking this.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, no, nothing about no spreadsheets.
I was thinking about doing a tier list we could tier list the Megadeth albums, but decided against
that is my happy place. I could do that all day.
I know.
But
what we'll do instead, we're going to play a game.
We'll wait for when the new album comes out, then we'll do it.
That sounds like a plan. I like that. So let me share my entire screen.
The new Megadeth is on our list of things to talk about.
It's got to be.
When I redid the list after I threw a tantrum, I'm 90% certain I added Megadeth on there. I know I added the Rob Zombie album that Mick requested.
Rob Zombie.
Oh, everybody's fucking in a UFO, baby.
Yes, they are.
Guess the metal band by logo.
Okay, we got 20 questions, I believe. They say it'll take 20 minutes. I really doubt that. So we're just going to play, all three of us can guess here. It doesn't have to be a competition. But I'm going to be the one picking the answer, so you got to convince me which one's right.
Is there any way to make that bigger? Or will it be bigger once you...
Well, here, let's look.
That's as big as it goes, big guy.
There you go.
I mean,
and that's Motorhead.
Oh,
that's I was going to say that's Motorhead.
Submit your answer.
That's Snaggletooth.
We did a good job.
Yay! That's Machine Head.
That's Machine Head. Yeah.
There we go.
This is not going well at all.
No, I wouldn't expect it to take very long. All right.
That's a Nazi symbol?
Is that Voivod?
We've got Accept, Hammerfall, which I think I'm landing on that. Amon Amarth or Man of War?
Man of War.
Man of War?
Yeah, I can see Man of War. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with Man. Let's go with.
Oh, yeah. We got
yeah, these are for you, McNulty.
That's probably Bathory.
Bathory? Okay. All right. Mark, you have any thoughts?
I'm going to defer to Coop on this because
defer
I almost said Goat
That is
correct. Yeah, that's bad. Who could this be? Who could this? I don't know, guys. I'm thinking that's.
I can't tell by the font.
That's anal cunt.
Mayhem. All right then. Is this Trivium?
That's Trivium.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that. What the hell is
That's probably Celtic Frost.
Well, you have four choices. As I Lay Dying, which I do not think
No.
is that. Bullet for My Valentine, Bring Me the Horizon, or Bad Omens.
Bad Omens.
Oh, Bad Omens.
Oh, bad.
Incorrect.
Oh, is it Bring Me the Horizon?
It was really? Bring Me the Horizon.
I don't know.
Fucking gay.
I don't know them all that well. Oh, that's Venom. Duh.
Yeah, that's Venom.
Okay. All right then.
That's everybody's favorite T-shirt brand, the Misfits.
Yep.
That's the Hot Topic mascot, the Misfits.
Oh boy, who could this be, boys?
Oh my gosh, Dark Tranquility.
That's
Dark
no
or Dark Throne.
No, that's Dark Throne.
It fucking says it.
That's what I was like. Wait, is Jesse fucking with me?
All righty.
Hold on.
Wait. Look at.
Yep, that's that.
I can't tell because of the font now.
It's that one. It's the one with the things.
I shit that out last night, man. I had Taco Bell, and it was oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
It's C.
Dunkin' Donuts will never have me back.
It's C.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
It's a cat walking across a keyboard is what that is.
All right, here we go. Oh,
Damn, I'm good.
wow.
Not a fucking clue.
Black Label Society.
Black Label Society,
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I'm thinking that too. We've got Sepultura, Skullflower, or Lamb of God. Boy, this.
Who the fuck's Skullflower?
I do not know. I'm gonna
That's
go with
what I'm
Black
thinking.
Label Society. Okay.
Damn, we're good.
Look at us.
Oh boy, who can this be?
That would be Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
You don't think it's Anvil? I'm thinking. Oh,
Amon
it's not
Amarth,
Amon Amarth.
In Flames, Cataclysm, or Arch Enemy. And
It's Cataclysm.
Yeah, I was going to say C would be the only one that I have no idea about. I
don't
know I've
think
listened to
that'd
these other three bands, but I don't
I'm
know.
gonna guess Arch Enemy.
I'm thinking Arch Enemy, which do you see? They got rid of their singer this morning.
I
did
not
they?
see that? That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
It might. Oh, okay. Look at us go.
Okay, well, I briefly looked at the TikTok live. What was the right answer?
It was the one we picked.
Arch Enemy.
Yeah, Arch
It was
Enemy.
Arch
I am
Enemy.
so smart. I am so smart.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
That definitely looks like Amon Amarth.
That's
Okay.
Amon Amarth. Yeah.
All right.
That's a hard one there, guys. I think it might be Mortician.
There it is.
Taylor fucking Swift.
This is
good. The other Hot Topic logo.
That is Event Sevenfold.
I love they threw Overkill in there because if you know. Oh, speaking of Hot Topic.
So this is going to be.
That would be Slipknot.
Not.
Yeah. Considered a gang.
Korn.
Yeah.
That's not a logo.
That's not really a logo.
That's like a part of an out. Yeah.
That's some bullshit, is what it is.
I'm beginning to think this is a little half-assed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm certain it is. I did not.
Is that Sentence? That's the S from Sentence.
This?
I'm pretty sure that's Sentenced.
You are correct.
Yep, it's because that's part of their logo.
There it is.
20, baby. Woo!
19 out of 20.
And then we'll do Guess the Rapper.
We could do it. I was failed miserably.
Guess the mumble rapper. I don't know. They're all
Mhm.
Bring me the horizon. The only one we didn't get. That was, by the way, that is, if I remember correctly, is that the one where the video is?
Yes.
Okay. My daughter loves that song and
The video is what?
Specifically because of that video.
Your daughter's a lovely young lady, and I have nothing bad to say about her, but she has shit taste in music.
She does love Limp Bizkit after all.
Bring me the horizon. Ugh.
Oh boy.
The Goyles.
Go ahead.
The Goyles love them. They love Bring Me the Horizon. I don't know what to say.
Them and the Goyles who love them. Send them to North Korea.
You're gonna say North Carolina. I'm like, I mean, I'll take them. I don't know what to do though.
Carolina.
Bam, bam, bam.
All right, in our last segment before I depart into the night, you wanted to review another album, Robert Cooper.
I did. Also, just to addend, because I remembered, I never finished talking. Blind Guardian was amazing last night. God, they were great. Anywho, I was wanting to talk about the new Rivers of Nile album because I did get to see them live. And they actually played the new album in its entirety.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's cool. Like two of the three bands played full albums. And then I see Blind Guardian this week, who also played a full album. I think it's a thing that bands are doing. But the new Rivers of Nile, so they've been around since about 2012. They were more of like I always saw them more of as a progressive death metal band.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely have some technical death metal in bits and pieces throughout their history, but this newer one definitely airs on the progressive side of it. They actually have clean singing in it for, if I'm not mistaken, the first time ever, which I think is wonderfully done. And another thing that excited the fuck out of me was they have a saxophonist.
Oh, really?
Really? Nice.
They've got sexy saxophone.
Oh, a sexy saxophonist. Okay.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it was amazing. One band played saxophone, the other played violin. Like I was like, oh boy, everybody's just bringing bullshit today.
Classy death metal show. Wonderful.
Oh, ooh. I still wasn't as weird as when I saw Cynic and Atheist, where it just kind of felt like a weird jazz show.
Did you show up like a mod again to this fucking show?
No, I got too fat for every suit that I own. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to lose weight or buy a new suit or both. Because usually I just show up and it's hilarious, but not this time. Maybe next year's slate of shows. Because right now the only thing I have, I think that would be that I would look good in is a tuxedo, and that's a little too hilarious. Show up in a fucking tuxedo and bow tie.
Please don't show up to a tuxedo and a bow tie to a metal show.
You think that's a little beyond trolling? A little too much chicanery?
I mean, even if there was some level of like irony or performance art to it, we're not really in a place where the people at that show are going to get it.
Most of them have thought.
You're talking about a general intellectual level of a shallow puddle of piss.
Why, yes. So, fuck. Sorry, I have to get to my charger.
Are you being bullied by your cat again?
No. Well, he was sleeping in my lap, and I had to go get the charger. So his claw went into my butt.
Ouch.
Because he slid off. Well, because he slid off of me, and he was grasping for life.
So we'll end the show this way. So your whole thing is like you have this cat, right? And this cat is like half your personality. Yeah. So
I mean, I don't know about all that now.
I started a second hello Dave. I started a second AI band called the Passive Aggressive Pansexual Peanut Butters, right? And
Right.
And it's for all of my like passive aggressive, stories or whatever, just like things that don't quite fit into the Fra Diablo, where I take it slightly more seriously. So I can't give too much information on this, but I was sent a series of texts about someone who was being bullied by the house cat and was having their trauma used against them. And I thought these texts were so lyrically hilarious that I took them verbatim and threw them in the chat GPT.
Oh my God.
Said, I'm gonna need this made into song lyrics, verbatim. All I need you to do is like set the rhythm. And I turned that into a smoky jazz tune, like an Eartha Kitt style smoky jazz. And that is the very first ever passive aggressive pansexual peanut butter song. It's called She is a Cat. And the chorus is, she is a cat. She is not aware of trauma. I'm going to need you to go on Spotify and go listen to it when we're done here.
That's my homework.
Yeah, that's your homework.
Okay, that's fair.
Spotify,
I will do that along with I'll come up with next month's bullshit to torture y'all with.
Hang on, the last.
But
Sorry. Were you still talking about the show or no?
Well, I was talking about just the album in general. Next time I'll let y'all know ahead of time what I'm going to talk about. So if you want to listen to it and have your own opinions,
that would be great.
But, I honestly I had forgotten it was November, and I had until about 2 hours ago because I was like, fuck, I left the turkey in the fridge because I could have reviewed a fucking turkey for Thanksgiving. But you know what?
This technically is our turkey show.
That's true. But some people do turkey for Christmas. So maybe I'll just do one next month. But this album, like,
I was gonna say I do cranberry sauce any holiday.
I mean, all hail the Thanksgiving tube.
I came home with a can of cranberry sauce tonight, and now the kids know the joke. Erica knows the joke. Everybody knows the joke about the can of cranberry sauce. And she was, because Erica can be a little dommy at times, she's just like, I'm going to get another can of cranberry sauce. I'm gonna make you fuck it. How about that? I'm gonna put your fucking money where your mouth is, Rattledge. I'm like, oh my god, heavens to Betsy! Like it's just a joke.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
let you know
so
how that
turned
goes.
on right now.
I'll bet you are.
All right.
Oh boy, I'll bet you are. Jesse's pants no longer fit him.
Or
Well, this podcast took a weird turn. Anyway,
why is everybody fucking cranberry sauce cans?
because that's the
I don't-
Thanksgiving tradition.
To fornicate with dinner? If you're not stuffing the turkey, you're plowing the cranberry can?
Just the cranberry sauce. Just the cranberry sauce, my friend.
Oh, good. Okay. Stuck
So
your
speaking
dick in the cranberry sauce again.
So speaking of Thanksgiving, the last thing, and then we're going into plugs. Right. So I was on TikTok Live Saturday night, and there was a guy that came in. Now, like everybody comes into TikTok Live, and they all like harass me. It's whatever. I don't even care.
that's what it's for.
I don't even. I'm not even looking at the comments tonight. I've a lot of stuff I would have normally blocked. I've just let slide because who gives a fuck anymore. So some of them, a lot of it's just like plain base level Gen Z, Gen Alpha brain rot horse shit. You know, the kind of stuff they used to lock you up for because you're mentally retarded. But occasionally somebody comes in and says something pretty inventive and it makes me laugh, and that I'll interact with. It's clearly there to get my attention and to get me to react. But I have a sense of humor, and if you can, and if you can tickle me, I'll actually respond to you. So this guy comes into my live, and he's just like, I was making a sandwich, and I shit myself, and it ran down my leg and into my sock, and now I got gravy leg.
Gravy leg.
And I fucking laughed at the
Nice.
gravy leg thing. That's what got me.
Nice. Yeah.
And
that's
then,
good.
and then because I giggled, and now he's got me. He's just like, "Oh, here's some more slop for you." And so he added something to it, like more detail. And I told him, I was like, "This is so funny to me. I will make a song out of it."
Nice.
So next week, because I always release them a week after I make them. When he said gravy leg, Eric and I just start bursting out laughing, and I start singing Rosanna by Toto. But instead of singing "Meet You All the Way," I go, "I've got gravy leg."
That gravy leg. That's what I was thinking too.
So this morning, when she woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning, because that's what she does, I got at my computer and I was like, "All right, I need to take Rosanna by Toto and turn it into gravy leg." So I did. And so that's the latest passive-aggressive pansexual peanut butter song. It'll be out in a week.
Very nice.
Gravy leg, Jesse. You got gravy leg?
Oh man, if it ain't about food, it's about pooping yourself. That's what
My two
Which is still about food. It's just the post process.
That's
Really.
true. It is
So,
true.
Side thing. So I hung out with my friend Sarah on Friday night. And she's a big time country fan. So grandma's
God bless her.
So the Fra Diavolo country album is out now. And I was like, "Oh, you got to listen to it and tell me what you think because you're an actual country fan. I want to get your opinion on it." So she sends me a bunch of notes. That's what she always does. She sends me a bunch of notes, and then she gets the poop in a bag, and she was like, "I was not a fan. I was not a fan of poop in the bag." And who?
Does she have? Just real curious here? Does she had? Was a discussion at all about the number one country song being AI?
I was gonna say you've got a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Wow. I sent this to you, man. You need to read your texts, okay?
I don't have time, but go on.
Have AI read them and give you a summary or
I
something.
fucking designed an AI agent to deal with my friends.
So the number one song in the United States, as far as like digitally, is a country song that is made by AI, dude.
Right.
Right.
I wonder if it's that somebody sent me to listen to.
Is it called "Walk My Walk"? That's the name of the song.
No, it's
by Rusted Chains, I think is what.
Completely made up AI band, completely AI generated song.
I think
number
somebody had
one
me listen
song,
to something
dude.
else by that band because I looked at it and I was like, "Well, this is clearly AI," but I don't think I heard that.
But think about that, man. Like they have excelled. AI has excelled enough to at least fool the country fans. And a number one song.
I don't. Maybe they're not fooled so much as they don't care if it's
Well,
if it's gotta
that
be
was my
taken next
argument.
to, then it becomes popular. Dude, look at the Velvet fucking Sundown. Like,
Eh.
okay, you can make the argument they fooled people because people might have thought that was a real band, but ultimately it was, if the argument you're making is, oh my God, look at how AI music is becoming
Billboard,
widely
dude.
accepted.
Right. I don't think the Velvet Sundown was on Billboard, as far as I know. I could be wrong.
All I'm saying is I don't think people care anymore if it's AI generated or human generated.
Well, and I agree. I mean, I think that was, the post that I had made talking about it was essentially the same thing. Like, people are going to like what they like, and there's kind of no stopping that, whether they know it is or not. It's,
Right.
people are enjoying it. So,
Yeah.
it's
Gotcha.
I thought it was amazing because last year I think I sat in this chair or at some point was on a podcast, and I had repeated what I had heard, that there was going to be a number one song by AI. And I almost, I was like 60% sure, because I thought there was more of a chance of there not being a number one song in the next year by AI. And here we are. I mean, it's happened. So it's pretty amazing. I think it's just.
Can I tell you, in the past year, how masturbatory my musical habits have become? All I listen to is shit I created.
That's the beauty of Suno right there. It's just the fact that it actually changes your listening habits. If you find yourself like, oh, I just want to listen to, a song about how I stubbed my toe today and I bled everywhere. Oh, you know what? I'll fucking make it. Have Remy make me some lyrics, and I'm ready to go.
No shit, half of the passive aggressive peanut butter stuff is just shit that happened between me and Erica that I thought was funny.
All right.
Dude, so I didn't do a passive aggressive one. I did a Fra Diavolo because I mentioned food, and now it has to be, and it's a rock song, so it has to be Fra Diavolo. Nobody else cares about this, only I do. But so she came on the fucking Hand That Rocks the Cradle podcast with me and Rob, and she like begged to be on this. It was a total like Lucy Ricky moment. She's like, Ricky, Marky, I want to be on the show, Marky. Because we had watched both Hand That Rocks the Cradles in preparation for that on trial. And she's like, Marky, I want to be on the show, Marky. And I'm like, I don't want to put you in the same room as Robert Winfrey. I do not. No, ma'am.
That's a war crime.
That sounds like my absolute fucking nightmare. And she's like, I'll be good. I'll behave. And I'm not worried about you. I'm worried I might have to pull this bobcat off of you as it tries to tear your face off. So she finally she bullied me into getting on the podcast. 20 minutes in, she was really tired that night, but she also has no attention span. So she fucking fell asleep on the podcast. Like, just you fucking saw her go down in a heap. I was trying not to laugh.
Are you serious?
Go back and watch that Hand That Rocks.
Oh my gosh!
She fucking went down like a tree. So I was aggravated.
She can't hang.
Wow. She can't hang, yo. So, it's like my
fucking
daughter,
loser.
9 o'clock turns into a pumpkin. So the show's over. I'm not mad at her. Like, I understood. Like, sometimes, like with her meds and everything, like she just fucking falls out, and she gets up really early in the morning. Like crack it on. So I wasn't mad, but I was irritated a little bit. And because she, unlike my ex-wife, is a really fun sport about being chided and made fun of. So I'm immediately, mad scientist that I am, I go right to my computer, and I'm just cherry pie, warrant, but it's about how Erica fell asleep on a podcast. Make it general, but definitely about, but we don't want it to be about the exact moment, but we definitely want it to be about, like, bitches falling asleep on podcasts.
Okay.
And that became the Fra Diavolo single. She's my sleepy pie.
That's good.
The fucking album cover is the best. It's her sleeping in a pie.
She's my sleepy pie.
She loves it. She fucking loves it. There was a whole thing today where she was like, "Let's do cardiovascular activity," and I'm like, "Well, I'm not well yet. I need to go see the doctor tomorrow to get on the meds to be well. Like, give me a couple of days." She's like, "But I demand cardiovascular activity," and I'm like, so she finally bullied me into that. And
oh, that's horrible.
But prior to that, I started going, "I'm holding out," and I started singing it to fucking Diana Ross's "I'm Coming Up." I'm holding out.
Holding out.
I want the world to know you're not getting my pole.
That's not going to blow.
I'm holding out. I haven't finished that one yet.
Oh,
I still need to make an album cover. But
At
that's
least you finished something.
Hey, Dick.
Hey.
Twice. All right. Now that we've learned way too much about my cardiovascular activity, what do you
Proud
say?
of you.
Thank you. It wouldn't be a Metal Hammer of Doom. It wouldn't be a Metal Hammer of Doom podcast without me talking about cardiovascular activity.
It's a tradition.
It's a tradition, like fucking that can of cranberry sauce, baby.
And my friend Nick, who's gonna one day be on the podcast. Hopefully not fucking cranberry sauce.
Jess, you got your cranberry sauce ready?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have the children been warned not to come into the kitchen?
Oh yeah, oh absolutely,
fantastic,
absolutely.
He's got the tube and he's covered in lube.
Sliding down the fucking banister. Whee! I'm coming to get your cranberry sauce.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! All right. Well, this is the first Metal Hammer of Doom we've done where we didn't play any music at all, and honestly, I didn't miss it. It's fine.
Yeah,
It was just the usual bullshit that we always do. So, and under 2 hours still. So I'm happy about that. All right, tomorrow is I think the only other podcast we're doing this week is it's Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is Wicked for Good on Damn You Hollywood at 9:00. Are you and your girlfriend doing a podcast on Tuesday?
This coming Tuesday, it's going to be me and
you and your broad, your skirt,
David Wright,
and doing Has Been Hotel
season 2.
Oh, I need to watch that.
What is this M Cube Welcome to Derry? Oh, that's the
me.
MCU's Bleeding Edge. That's not us. Okay.
Right.
That's you being a traitor. Got it.
The MCU's Bleeding Edge.
Yeah, he still does.
Still exists.
It's still there.
Does he play the Batman trailer still?
Last time we talked about it, Mark brought that up.
Yep. I will never fucking forget that. All right. Next week, Jesse and I will be talking Legit Season 1 as we kick off December. God, my fucking mouse. December 1st, Zootopia 2 on Damn You Hollywood. And then December 3rd, myself and Harry Broadhurst are going to get in the Wayback Machine. How far back, Jesse?
Way back.
Goddamn right. Way back. We're going to be doing an episode of the Indie-Ciders. We're going to look at The Era of Honor Begins, 2002.
Ooh.
And then on December 4th.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. On December 4th, myself and Sean and Shay will be doing a David Fincher focus on Triple Feature. We'll be looking at The Killer, Seven, and Zodiac. So if you're over 30 and you still like movies, check us out. For you people under 30s, you don't understand how movies work. So that's fine. Jesse, what do you got going on besides having to listen to my passive-aggressive, contemptuous?
Oh my goodness! Yeah. Hey. Last week, myself and Alexis Hana got together and talked about Stranger Things. Season 4 happened. We had a good time reviewing that, and we are looking forward to the 5th season dropping this Wednesday, at least the first part of it anyway. But next month, we're not going to be doing Stranger Things. We're going to be doing a comic book instead for the Source Material podcast. We're going to be doing Stranger Things and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They had a comic that crossed over. So yeah, it should be really, I read like the first few pages. It's pretty cool. I
just ordered all the ones we're doing for our show in December, the Grant Morrison triple feature.
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
I checked the issue count today to make sure I was within the boundary.
That's good because I would have, I would have had to send somebody to punish you in some way if it would have been more than what I expected.
What are you here for? Jesse sent me to punish you. All right, but be gentle.
1 page more than what your limit was. And as for source material, Day Tripper Part 2 is coming out tomorrow. Me and Mark Radulich had a good time talking that book. We're smack dab in the middle of that, and our third part's coming up in a couple weeks. And then next Monday, you should be able to hear the Unspoken Issues podcast talk about Pit Number 1. It was a poll winner there on the Unspoken Decade. Dale Keown was not known for peeing in a bottle on live streams at that time. But
Wonderful.
Yeah, he did it on a live stream. Coop, look it up. Don't watch it, just hear other people talk about it. And then, of course, me and Evan Bevins get together and talk Marvel Snap. That's going to be a couple weeks ago, we talked about the most recent season. And then December's rolling around. We'll be talking about December season. And so if you play Marvel Snap, we got a podcast called Snap Material. Me and Evan Bevins get together and do about 4 20-minute episodes. That is all I have.
The next Metal Hammer of Doom will be on December 14th. It'll be our Christmas show, our annual Christmas show. We're going to be looking at the Trans-Siberia Orchestra, The Ghost of Christmas Eve. This is actually a movie that's available. This was a TRT.
Oh,
I think it was. Yeah.
I had no idea Siberia was so woke that they put together a trans orchestra.
Wow. Bit of a reach there, Scott.
You've not seen that meme before? It's got like Polly Walnuts from the Sopranos being like, "You can't tell me the whole Siberian orchestra is trans."
All right, then. I look forward to that. That'll be fun.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, we'll get to talk about
I will definitely. I'm diving into the lyrics, so just be ready.
I don't think we've done like a movie or anything like that since we did Lords of Chaos. That was like how many years ago?
I never saw that.
Oh, you should. Jesse and I had a good time talking about that one.
Yep.
Maybe the only other one that we've talked about, but like we didn't do it as a Metal Hammer of Doom. We did the soundtrack and then we did the movie separately. Was The Dirt?
The Dirt.
The Dirt.
Yes, based on Confessions of the World's Most Notorious Rock and Roll Band by Motley Crue.
We also did the Transformers the movie soundtrack once.
We did do that. We did. We've done quite a few soundtracks. All right, folks. This has been the Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox. For Jesse Starcher, for Robert Cooper, I hate TikTok Live. Be well, be safe, and behave.
In a world fueled by distortion, diabolical